Yo everybody, it's yours truly Playboy, and today's episode was proudly brought to you by Eco Preserve Herbal Supplements, which bring your game back in action all the way from Vuga Vuga to the ultimate warrior that really brings the beast in you. We vary from different products and get your game enhanced.
I'm saying bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Hey, the crowd is going crazy. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm vibing. And everyone is just on the stage, everyone is applauding me and all that. Go back home. Can't fake candy.
Camera, lights, we set up. 3, 2, 1, action, we live. Let's get them. We bring you the people behind the message. We're here to tell stories and apply the pressure. Something's cooking, it's the kitchen podcast. Get behind the mic, start speaking all facts.
Alright, my name guys, it's Figure Igama with LB Lebohang Andros for my political connects. Today I'm not rolling alone, but I never roll alone anyway. I've got the boy from the Eastern Cape, right?
Yeah.
Alta, K, you know, develop Gamacha.
Okay, first of all, the name came from my real name. My real name is Kwaz, my surname is Titi. So the K is derived from Ukwaz, the first letter of my name, that's K. And then Alta means, stands for my ability to tap into different spaces when it comes to music, different genres.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I found you about that. Okay, no, otherwise good. That's a non-conipo, Bulisanga, great job.
And the grand Pudayam.
Nice one. So you're from Batawa?
Yeah, Paraguay.
You've always done from was there. How did you? When did you come to Joburg, right? Yeah.
Okay. I used to come to Joburg on holidays, to visit my cousin, but I can call her my sister. Yeah. Because she was raised by my parents.
Okay.
So I used to come here to visit her. That's how I saw. But hey, this is where I think I should stay here to keep things moving.
What did you see? And what things are you moving?
Okay, first of all, the labels. To be quite honest, I used to think, but in order for me to be out there, I need labels and all that. Yeah, because I was a kid. Yeah,
that's being also universal.
Yeah, universal and all that. Yeah. So I came here and then I used to come just for holidays, and then there was this one time I was doing grade 11. Yeah, I told my parents, but hey, I feel like I think my life is in music, so I want to pursue my dreams when it comes to music. So
How did they take that?
Hey, I told them the morning. I don't know what was happening to me back then. I think I was too confident. Yeah, because I was getting shows while at school, so
nice.
So I just skip some Saturday classes just to go attend shows and then come back the following day and all that. Okay. So I thought I think this is my life, so I don't want to do anything else besides music. Okay. And through music, I'm gonna open different doors. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah. So I booked the ticket and then I told my mom and my dad, but hey, I'm going to Joburg. And that time I did not speak to my cousin that time. How could I'm coming? Because I knew she was gonna ask me a lot of questions and tell me to stay. Yeah. So I just came and then I told my parents, and then my dad was like, "Are you sure? Do you have a plan?" Yeah, I do have a plan. I'm glad no mama, but good luck. When are you gonna come back? I said in 2 weeks. At the back of my mind, I was thinking, hey, I don't think I'm ever going to come back until I make it. That was the plan. I was too confident. That time I had demos. I had CDs. I was ready to submit
CDs.
Yeah.
When was that CD?
Karobu, they usually, you see when you bump into the famous rappers, they usually don't want USBs because of the virus and all that. Okay. So I thought I should just give them disc. Because I was watching interviews with rappers and they used to talk about discs.
Okay. Where's your research?
Yeah, I did my research, and before I even came, I searched about where can I find Universal in Joburg, Mabala Noise, and all those record labels. So I did not even know Joburg back then, the how to move and all that. Okay, So I went to Google Maps and then I searched for all the places, screenshotted the places. Okay. And then planned the whole thing. I had the money to move around and all that.
Nice.
I was saving because as I was getting shows, I was saving.
Okay, dope.
So I came here and then like I went to my sister. My sister was like, Aibo. I thought, hey, I'm here to do this thing. Yeah. She's like, Aibo, Skolo. I'm like, hey, I'm just here for a couple of weeks. Yeah, so I'm like, hey, I just hope in this
grade 11.
Grade 11 this time.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
So I told her, I'm only here for a couple of weeks. At the back of my mind, I was like, hey, maybe I'm gonna bump into someone famous or something, because weeks or something is gonna come. I'm hoping. I'm driven by faith. So I just and she was like, okay, cool, you can stay. Yeah, well. So I stayed, and then like I moved around, went to Universal, submitted my things and all that. Yeah, well.
We won at that time.
They won that time.
Yes,
so I'm walking around in Njalanga and all that. I'm just every day I wake up, eat, and then I'm out. Come back late. Yeah, well.
We hustle mode.
I was in the hustle because I told myself, but yeah, I don't want to go back home without something. Yeah, because I told my parents that I'm sure with this thing.
Yeah. So you did good by putting pressure on yourself as well by making promises or ganye.
By making promises and
this is gonna work.
This is gonna work. And my sister too, because now I had to like break it down for her. But hey, I believe this is gonna work. My sister was like, I don't think people are that tuned in when it comes to hip hop. Yeah, well. So what kind of genre are you doing? I'm like, it's not just hip hop. You don't believe in me. She's like, no, I do believe in you, but like you have to go back to school. I'm like, okay, just give me a couple of days so I can figure it out. Then I can decide. Yeah, well, okay. I'm still hoping I'm gonna
bump into something.
Yeah, I'm still hoping. And then I went to Universal the other time, and then I think I saw Tellerman, but I was like, hey, I was like, I don't want to disturb him because he looks busy. Yeah, well. But I was hoping to see someone else, and then I'm here again. Yeah, well. And then unfortunately, the plan didn't work out. My sister and her friend were like, Vanna, just go back to school, yeah, well, because your mom is worried. Yeah, well. And now it's gonna look like I'm co-signing your thing of Ubalegi score.
Yes. Yeah, well. When she's saying all these things.
I'm like, I knew this moment was gonna come, but I did not think that soon. Yeah, well. I'm like, they don't believe in me anyway, so it's cool. She's like, no. I'm like, this school, I'm gonna leave. It's okay.
You don't believe in me. One day.
Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna go back home. It's okay. I'm gonna give you money. I'm like, no, relax. I do have money. I planned everything out. Yeah, well. She's like,
to you, my guy.
Yeah, well. So I left, and then that was like the first time I ever came for this music thing. And then when I came the second time, I went to it was school about UJ.
Oh yeah. So metric.
Yeah, and before metric I submitted I applied to universities as different. I got accepted to universities as different, but I was like, I'm not staying in Eastern Cape. I'm going to Joburg. That time I'm not accepted. I'm not accepted, and I say UJ that time. But I told my mom I'm going to UJ, and I don't have any other plan. I'm just going to Joburg either way.
Okay.
My mom was like, this university is accepted. What about loan? I'm like, we wait.
So what's the universities accepted?
A business management.
Okay.
Yeah. So I told my mom, relax. Is a respond UJ. I believe in loan. Yeah. 3 days later, my mom got an email, I'm accepted. I'm like, let me
driven by? You're driven by?
Faith.
100%.
Yeah. And then my mom was like, okay, go to a scale on carbon as a scale and all that. Yeah, well, so I was like, okay.
Coming to Joburg.
Yeah, coming to Joburg.
It's like giving city to city, one man coming to Joburg. Now you got good parents.
I need my mom wanted to see and I'm not here to just play around. And even on the way here, she was like, go and put equipment. She was like, so me and so she's like, I'm like, mama. See, walking around Joburg,
So are you the only child at home?
No, I'm not the only child. We are on Kumama by 4, and then dad, I think 5. Yeah, 5.
She's not gonna get into Wi-Fi. Okay, you the firstborn or?
In Mchatu and marriage, I'm the firstborn, but like Utata, I'm third born, kumama, I'm the second born.
Okay.
But marriage, I'm the
okay.
first born.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So arrived at Joburg and mama. What happened?
I arrive in Joburg. No, my mom takes me to this place near accommodation, and then I get everything sorted. Yeah, well, she's like, "Hey, ufunde kapha, please don't pay too much attention to music. Just focus on school." I'm like, relax. Yeah, well, I'm like, relax. At the back of my mind.
Your name should be Alta Relax. Yeah.
At the back of my mind, I'm thinking, hey, I don't even think I'm gonna graduate because I feel like I'm gonna blow up the first year or second year in Varsity because I'm gonna work.
Driven by faith.
Yeah, I'm gonna work and I'm putting everything on it. Yeah, well, so mom, yeah, from that day onwards, I've been like focusing on school and then balancing it with music because at the same time, then I feel like I've seen my parents going through things, so I was like, I don't want to cause any more stress by dropping out and saying I'm gonna figure out. So I couldn't be selfish, and like bashi yabo na befila ba I wonder lo mntana uphi wenzani, and if it doesn't work out, what am I going to do? Banalonde yabo ba bazosiblame. Yeah, but abayifuni lo because by understanding aneza ngifile njani.
Oh, okay.
So bane dreams nabo for him, Nice. So I was like, the reason why I chose business management, I was like, okay, I wanna learn the business side of music because I understand you can't get you need to understand the business side to get further. Talent alone won't take you anywhere without hard work and all that. So
must be able to read your contract as well.
Yeah, you must be able to read your contracts and know how to move and how to approach things. So I was like, at first I was like, I'm gonna blow up soon, but I was like, maybe I need this business management thing because I'm getting a lot of knowledge from this thing. That's helping me with the music thing. So I found a way to balance it, even though I love music more, but I do feel like I also like need this knowledge for a business so that I can know what I'm getting myself into.
I like what you're saying. It's very educational. Balance the two. Now you never know what delays or failure, and if it fails, this one pop. Where you're gonna end up with.
And even with that, let's say it takes longer than I thought, and then like I finish school and then I'm gonna get a job and then maybe I'm gonna take the money, the fumana good job, and then the funding my dreams, so I can take things. I don't want to be that guy, bro. So
that's dope, my guy. That's dope.
Yeah. So
okay, cool. So looking back, when you first came to Joburg, the mom, until now, what has changed? Well, good and bad.
Good and bad. Okay. First of all, I don't think mom she sees how connected I am with this music thing, but I don't feel like she believes in it. She just says it sometimes so that she can make me feel good. She believes in school more than.
I've got you.
Okay.
Like I feel like we put too much pressure on Bazalini, because now born. I remember, I'm gonna take one guess. Born, they grew up under apartheid and what about for example. Now, born, they were taught by Nesi, by Mutogotela, by lawyer and what. Music, studying for lighting, what's this other thing? Graphic designing. They don't know those things. For example, I was at home the other time, so the Vixen, 8:30 in the lounge, me on my laptop. Like, hey, come on, my man, you're pie next door. I'm like, I'm working. Man, who says I can't coffee laptop? Working, we are Shabik, we are Puma, we are 70. I'm working. Nothing to do. Like, okay, I'm sorry. So I feel like we put too much pressure on them, and we fail to understand where they come from, how they were taught. So we need to. It's our duty to like educate them. Okay, this is what I do. This is how I'm gonna get a job and what. Because when I did radio production in Boston, who's a seventh? Because others did engineering, nursing up, and then this one now. Let's not put pressure on them. Let's try to understand where they come from.
And also I feel like my dad also had dreams, but then they couldn't come true because he had to do what he had to do, yabo. So I think even with him it comes from a place of fear. I don't want but into the hard way and be that guy, yabo, in case this thing doesn't work out, yabo. But you're gonna take things far, yabo, but please ungayilibali le skolo, yabo. Yeah, the whole time they make sure baba and remind, but hey, please. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finish school and then go focus on this thing. Yeah.
We're still on the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Right? So what happened? Yeah. In between.
Okay, at Joburg, I started experiencing things whereby like I would like meet people, abane intentions as different and all that, because in Tisafiki I'm so fresh, thinking that everyone is gonna be happy to see, but hey, this guy is talented and all that. I learned the hard way. I was like, okay, ndafunda go banda oh khona nezinto ezikanje that happen. Oh, okay. And then like tell my mom, but hey, this is what's happening when it comes to music at Jozi. My mom is like, hey, abona the industry yakho. Earlier this year, she actually made me sit down and around 11 p.m. wahlala nami dining room and made me watch a documentary. Was it Brenda Fassie or something? There was this lady back then when was blonde. I'm not sure whether it's blonde now, but she used to dance a lot. She was known for dancing. No, she's from here. I'm sure you know her, God. You do know her. She was very famous. Lebo Matos. Lebo Matos. Yeah. My mother made me watch a documentary and was like, hey, you see, downside is the fame Bazinjan. There's khona ne drugs nendondon mntanami, even amantombazana cause it downfall yendoda, so you need to know about it, because she realized I love this thing too much, so she has to educate me about this thing before. So she would she'd make me watch something and say, hey, yabona, this guy, he used to be famous and then went at ABCD and was libala into way yamginyi Joburg and then wabayilendo ngoku are you sure you want this thing? She's
are you sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I still want this thing. I know about these things. I've watched so many documentaries, but she's like, hey, I am worried, but as long as like in the Bonisa, that's what she felt. But as long as in the Bonisa, because I can't and Susa Glendo. So there were times where again we are having disagreements, as over like, hey, lento yakho yomculo le iyakulibazisa usoloko busy le, so it's like Google that thing, so I'm like, hey, you don't even understand this thing. I feel like you don't believe. And then sad, and then like I but it's not like I don't believe, but like so me and her usually go through challenges as in when it comes to this music thing, whereby and this way I understand it's coming from a place of fear when it comes to but like she une fear and and also there's someone in my family who was doing music, and it never azange iye phambili into yakhe, and wathi ufuna drop out kwa grade 12, and then wayeka lonto, and then like wathi uyayazi into yenzayo. So my mom seeing lonto, and then like phindi bendimo ozothi, hey mama, so so logo sometimes I feel like hey, I feel a bit irritated whenever she tells me about, hey, school, no. I'm like, okay, as mama, as much as you can talk to me about school, ask me about how are things going, I feel like that's gonna be okay, understand about talking down on it. You might booze and was about, okay, how am I going with that way? I'm so rich I common ground, I also understand not that I'm gonna leave school, okay. So londo between me and my mother, and then there was this one time I got mugged up at Joburg, held at gunpoint. I was coming back from a show.
We should do my joint experience.
This time I got mugged. I was coming back from a show at around like 11 p.m. coming back from a show. Now here's a crazy thing. Class show, I was freestyling on quick beat. I'm saying bad boys. what you gonna do? What you gonna
When
do when they
you.
come for you? Hey, the crowd is going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm vibing. And everyone is just on their stage, everyone is applauding me and all that. Go back home. And fika. And the bad boys were coming that night. I'm like, hey,
Should have said about black boys.
hey, I'm like, hey,
Man, I
Nyani,
should have good boys.
the power of the tongue.
Yes.
Power of the tongue. I'm like,
Power of the tongue.
okay.
Sheesh.
As they hold me, but I those laptop and everything.
Wow.
So I'm like, hey, there's no way I'm dying today, God. There's no way. Hey, it's 13, bros. Hey, I'm actually pointing a gun, good here. So I'm like, hey, I've been held at gunpoint before, but not like that. Yeah, bro. Leanna was just too close. Yeah, but it was. Yeah. I was just too. I don't want to lie. I was scared. Yeah, bro. But at the same time, I felt like, hey, God, at least I don't think I'm going today, man. At least at least, I want this. Like I want this. God, just give me chance, man. Lamashita can take you. I thought they were gonna take my studio equipment because I had equipment part, monitors and everything, but they only took a phone and laptop. Yeah, and then like so I was like, okay, at least because this music are just way too expensive. It was gonna be hard for me. Yeah.
Oh, Joburg. I got you, myself. So we go high school, funde, primary.
Oh, high school. Funde Butterworth High School.
Yeah.
Primary, I was also there, but I did switch from as a scholar there. So there was my mother took me a case at Phoenix 2017. I was doing grade. No, not 2017. 2014. I was doing grade 7.
Yeah.
She took me a Phoenix with scholar to Stan Grove. There, I just did like 2 terms because I did a second term, a third term. We are for a 4th term. I told my mom, hey. Lady, I don't think I'm going back there. She's like, so I'm like, hey mom, I feel like I Phoenix is just too many dead English every day class and I'm the only black person. We are only 7 so I'm always talking English and my friend is a nerd, totally nerd. He doesn't listen to hip hop or anything, So I'm like, these people are different, bro. Every day English and then pull me a hostel, So it's like it rules is too much, man. And I'm so used to freedom, and this time, no challenging, focus on your studies and all. By the time I got back to Butterworth to study there, I became this guy who front who was wearing spectacles. I was nerdish and my guys were like, what happened to Ukwazi? I'm like, bro, I lost them as friends. I became a loner for a little while. Fortunately, there was someone who was also feeling like that, or by deskmate yam, and then like savana kanjalo,
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
So you are what's this? Varsity. It's UJ, business management. What do I record time? What do I record time?
Nan kabang. Angagqibi.
Asimthumele esikolweni.
That year.
But
Yeah, ngizogqiba.
okay, shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I have to do it for my moms and myself. As much as like I'm doing it for moms, but myself too, because I just realized, but I actually do need knowledge from Lenondi Fundai, so I can know how to handle, as I was saying, this music thing.
Okay. No, at least you have intentions of finishing. That's good. Let's talk about music. Do you remember your first song?
Yeah, I do remember my first song. The first song, okay, in fact, how I started making music, but I've always loved music, but I never really thought someone could actually make music. I thought it was a TV thing, because I was young, until I saw my cousin who used to rap. He used to come to the house with his friends, and then by freestyle and all that. I was like, okay. And then I saw a video by record. I'm like, this is possible. I'm like, I took a laptop and then I stole a beat and then I played. I used to rap for my manager. I would tell my manager, hey, just look the other way, because I was not confident for band.
You had a manager back then?
No, the one who's my manager,
okay.
boy. He was I grew up with him.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So I told him, but hey, bro, I wanna do land, but I'm not sure, can't be confident, so please don't look me in the eyes as I'm rapping, because I'm shy, So this nigga was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna look the other way, but I wanna hear you do this thing. I'm like, okay, cool. And then he heard me, and I was like, I got zooted in the bed. I'm like, I grand, but it was trash, Yeah, that time I'm doing grade 6. Hey, what was I even
girls
singing
for sure?
about? No, not even girls.
Okay.
No, I was singing about just in JE, the way I was living back then, but I was rapping endlessly immature, but I was saying something real,
Okay.
Because I daibon ba umntu actually talks about into, because I used to listen to Eminem. I hear Eminem talking about, I'm sorry, mama. So I'm like, he's talking about himself. No.
Eminem.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
That time I was doing grade 6, But then I withdrew from Londo, and then time went on, and then there was this other time I was bumping Kanye, aka. I'm like, that was the time where I was like, you know what? I actually want to try this thing out foot, and not just do it in J, And then I rapped for Jidam Loben City. I used to sit with him in class. I rapped for him. He was like, hey, young, aka, are you going somewhere? If you just keep pressing, you're going somewhere. I'm like, okay, cool.
Motivation.
Following year, there was a tour, Eskel. There was a tour, and Umaman Buza, do you want to go? I was like, no, but can you please buy me a laptop so I can make music? So I said, I'm not going to a school tour, so mom, please buy me. And then Uma wanting a laptop, but I still couldn't make music properly with no laptop. I was like, no man, I need to produce. I went around asking for a producer. Before nifike Glondo, the abanye abantu endabarepelayo were my other friends kwa grade 9. But I used to rap for them in lyrics and then say, these are Kanye's lyrics, these are AK's lyrics, because I did not want them to.
Got you.
So but like,
like an honest opinion. Okay.
So but I grand no. And then I pulled one guy to the side. I was like, rap. That was actually my song. He was like, hey, we are rap. I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, you should try this thing out. Go and find somewhere to record and all that. So I went around looking for a studio, and then and then there's an beats. Believe it or not, second day I came to the studio, I came with like 8 beats, and that's recorded a song. He was shocked because I was like, in one day I was like, okay, faganye beat, and then one take, and then I faganye beat, and then pin and so this other guy walked in, I born drive but like, hey, this kid, I see something in him, and then one nigga he advised about like, hey, in whatever you do, please stick to who you are, but don't try to make your voice like bass, just keep it in jalo, light in jalo, but that time because I'm young, it's like right, and then one far we hook, I'm telling you, if you're gonna go somewhere, because I see something in you. So I was like, hey, he planted something in me that day, Captain V, shout out to Captain V, Rotman.
Okay.
And from there, I sent the songs to my friends, my friends, obviously, a friend would. I did have one friend who was always honest, who was brutally honest, who was like, this is trash talk. It didn't sit well with me because I'm so used to them saying, and then this one guy is like, I'm like, hey, dog, aren't you my friend, Gandhi? Dog. We are hater more. He's like, hi dog, I have to tell you. I have to tell you the honest truth. I have to be honest. Be wicked, dog. I don't like that. I'm like, okay, sure. Okay, and then my other friend told the girls in class, but hey, this guy is a rapper, But which one? But that one. We are rapper, So I'm like, and then he played my song, then that's when confidence I'm naive.
Shit.
I said that was 2017. I said, okay, you know what? let me go and study this thing called music and hip hop. Yabo, find the roots zayo so I can know how to do it properly. Because it seems like
It seems like
yeah. And then I went to study. I went back as far as Tupac or Nas and even people who came before them, but I was not connecting with them more than I connected with Jay-Z or Eminem, because I grew up listening to 50 Cent, Eminem, Lil Wayne. That was actually, my dad is telling me that was the first song I've ever loved, the hip hop. That time I think I was 3 or 4 years old, I don't know.
Wow.
My dad told me I would just, every time that song came on, I would just stand in front of the TV, and then like, I'm like, hey, this guy is doing this thing. I wished I was 50 Cent because he was so cool back then. Which you need.
Yeah. No, I got you, my guy.
So time and I wayethanda ukudlala 50 Cent xa ebuye esipani wayeseyindazi ba if akafuna into yodlala phandle he just afake i-earphones kum and then afake 50 Cent andihlalisa apha and then ndihlale phaa and then anzibona problem andifake igame yemoto and then while I'm driving I'm listening to 50 Cent and all that.
Nice.
So wayindigcina kanjalo ndithatha
Okay. No, that's good, my guy. So what message are you conveying in your music?
Be yourself. That's the first thing, because hip hop is based on like where you come. You have to represent who you are with hip hop. Where you come from. So that's the first thing. Through Lord, I feel like kuphuma so many things through ukuba nguwe emculweni because that too leads to into yoba how do you see the world based on the observations zakho okay, politically this is what's happening, this is how I'm going to express myself, opinion based on this thing.
And nobody knows you better than you.
Nobody knows me better than me. So I convey that kind of message, but be yourself. Through that you're gonna find so many things.
Okay. No, that's dope. Moving on to a management. Are you under any management? What's happening there? Are you signed on top of that as an artist? I don't know.
No, I'm not signed. I'm independent. When it comes to management, I do have like a manager. Even him, I grew up with him, as I was saying. I grew up with him, but then he saw my passion for this thing and was like, okay, I think I should go and learn about management so I can help my friend out. And then I say Varsity that time and I'm still in high school. And then he did research about what is this thing actually. And then why home and he realized, but no man, I feel so connected to Lando now. I love it. It's it's easy. And he connected with Lord and then he found himself Lord and then waphela into akhaleluyenza awokoko.
Nice. Okay.
And then from there wanguye ke play a role of being like a manager.
Okay. So to any independent artist, would you suggest to maybe name managers or they can do this thing for us?
No, they have to have managers because you can't do everything by yourself. Because even if you do, isn't okay, let's say you don't know who manager you don't have imali for a manager. You can still do it on your own until like ufumane someone that you can trust, that trust vision yakho, that someone angazukubona for izinto nazo but lento iyo. The gift ozokunceda uyinecharishe and then uyise phambili while naye esaphambili yakhe nisebenzisana. So you can't do everything on your own. You need to have abantu abazokuncedisa.
I got you, my guy. Okay, cool. Are you guys about the freestyle?
No.
Okay, that's quite a lot of fun. That's that thing, guy. So who would you want to work with going forward locally? Let's forget about international.
Okay, locally. It's a pity it's a pity that they broke up the soil. I want to work with them. If Bebe said together, I would have wished to work with them because they sound so authentic. It's so natural in their way. It's not because of my cause, because we used to listen to it as soil. And I love because beatboxing is part of the elements of hip hop.
100%.
And I grew up in the dance and I grew up a dancer actually. Yeah, I
Okay.
used to dance, yabo, whether
Multi-talented.
pantsula okanye
Yeah.
cramping okanye Chris Brown type of
Yeah.
dancing, yabo.
Yeah.
So I was before any I was kwezo space njalo, yabo.
Nice.
So yeah, kule nto ndiyithethayo I lost a train of thought ke ngoku.
No. Who do you want to work with?
Okay, yeah, the soil, yabo. So I heard authenticity yabo, the beatboxing. So I'm like, I would wish to banspane nabo, yabo, and then just for bantu benende different from what's happening ngoku, because they are so different. Because there's no, ayikho nye abantu abayenza lando like the soil, yabo, since it's the soil, yabo.
Yeah, true.
Bangakhona abantu abayenzayo, but not like that. I haven't heard of anyone who's doing it on that level, kanje, yeah.
Same here, I haven't heard.
Yabo.
Yeah.
So
did they break up or they're still together? I think they're still together. They replaced the girl.
oh.
They replaced the girl. But again, I speak under correction. I think they replaced Ubuhle because he wanted to do his solo and they brought in another girl. I'm not sure. But again, you can continue. Okay.
Yeah, it's the soil. No.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Yes. That's a wish. Never call it. Yeah. So there's the soil, no bad.
The soil is a pity that AK is no more. AK was one of the people that I wanted to work with so bad because he's my favorite artist up here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I also do want to work with Aries, Nasty, Casp. I want to work with him. Mafigizolo.
Okay.
I do want to work with Mafigizolo because Nabo, I like the Nabo and I was explain njani mani sound yabo, but inala I don't know, like African touch whereby it's like you can play the song emchatweni and then play the song when having lunch at the restaurant, even at the club,
Yeah.
So I like Londo about Bona. So I'm like, since I like different kinds of music, I listen to different kinds of music, so I would like to work with Abanda Banja, Mafagizolo, and then SDC, The Soil, Caspanyo Vest, Aries, so yeah.
Speaking into the universe, it's gonna happen. You never know. We're driven by faith.
I believe it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen in Joburg.
Yeah.
They in Joburg as well. Nah, shout outs, my guy. So, Masasi, what you want the course? My course is not that good, so time to flex here. Masasi Kukumbe.
Kukumbe.
Like to
Yeah.
round it up.
Yeah.
Kukumbe.
Yeah, Kukumbe.
Not closer. Yeah, that word. Sure. Where can people get your music? And where can they find you as an artist as well?
People can get my music. It's online, just search Alter K. It's gonna pop up, Spotify, on all platforms, online platforms. Yeah, that's where they can find umculo wam. For his socials, it's Alter_K_SA.
K is it K, just the letter K or K-A-Y?
K-A-Y.
Okay, gotcha.
Alter_K_SA.
Everywhere.
That's for my Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, and then Instagram is just AlterK_SA.
Gotcha, my guy. Yay, the most important question. I'll be doing the country a disservice and 500 and something subscribers that we have. They're gonna grow. How did you meet your Flash?
Oh, Flash.
Yeah.
Okay, Flashy, the first time I've ever first of all, Mnanae Sasikwi event day one, Pi Eastern Cape, but I never got to see him.
Okay.
I just performed because I had to rush back to that was happening
Okay.
So I had to rush back to London, and then I did not get a chance to see him Flash. And then the second time was a manager actually was pushing a song for the producer but he was like, okay, before we even drop the song, I feel like we need someone to say bono no klengom, and I'm going to try and talk to Flash because I feel like all right for this song and then he spoke with
Is this the song that she sent me?
No, it's the first one. High Keys by my producer Provi.
Sure.
And then I got to work with the Flashy Klongoma for the first time. And then from there was a song called Uzanga Kwabanje. It's by Uqaga. There I'm featured too no Flash and then on the day a music video shoot I met Uflash for the first time.
Nice.
In the flesh.
Nice one. In the flesh.
I met Plein in the flesh. Yeah, we talked in Japan and then
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
With him on the podcast.
Yeah. He's a very cool guy. Yeah, we talked and then and then like as time went on, I was like I made lengom ubazondaz,
Yeah.
I was thank you.
Yeah.
I was actually at home ngokunenza langoma. It be June, So me and my producer were just playing around with samples and all that, and then like we came with Lando, and then I was like, kubane nomfaka lengoma, because I rapped ngevenek. I was like, okay, I feel like Uflash angalunga, but I don't know if uzovuma na, but verse after a hook I said ngena Madiba in hopes of mhlambi he's gonna like Londo yabo the idea bandimbiza na guess ngena Madiba, and so Ubad's my manager sent the song to Uflash fortunately liked it and he was like let me just hop on this and then take me back bro for free I'm like hey shout out
yeah,
Big Flash. So one gain I got track and then from there so I say
nice.
Psycho and then it did what it did.
Thank
you.
Yeah, I liked it the day they called from the manager. Like, hey man, there's potential. I was with a friend in the car. Mudisi, I should hook you up with him. There's a lot of artist management now. You might do something, you never know. So he's like, who's this? I'm like, some kid in jail. Alta. I know this is dope. So if he likes it, I'm confident something good is gonna come.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay. No, that's dope, my guy. Freestyle,
okay.
So, what advice would you give to anybody who wants to get into the music industry?
Okay, first of all, know thyself. Like I said, know thyself. So by knowing yourself, you'll know what you actually need and want. Before you get in, you know what. There are a lot of things that can distract you. So if ingqondo yakho is still in one place, what kusenzeka yonke le chaos, sticking to which I'm going to le ngoma bensano release 49 Love. I dropped the song called 49 Love. Yes, I recently just dropped that song, which is about I'm just representing where I'm from, 4960. That's Butterworth postal code. Yes, Butterworth.
Oh, okay.
So it's 49 Love. So I'm just basically doing art here representation. Using indawo zalendawo ngihlala kuyo in creative ways.
Nice.
And then like also like tapping into even neck and all that, so I can connect with abantu bapha. So Klongoma, it's about representation, knowing where you come from, knowing who you are and what you represent, what you stand for.
I like what you said. Yeah.
So it's actually tied to Lendo Ibuza about what should they actually advice nobanigana before bangene uba uzazi ba kanye into le ndifunayo bazokwazi. Yeah.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
You like
I did get that size. It's easy.
No, yeah. I actually like what you're saying. I'm just gonna add on it because there's another presenter at Kai FM, Andy McConlan, once said, just in passing, if what's up? You good? Okay, what in Joburg, if you do not have an identity, Joburg will give you an identity. So you need to know yourself. Otherwise, that's shy for you, my guy. It's shy. It was still too and up and got great. Nice one, my guy. So I always ask the guests this question. This is the kitchen podcast.
Sure.
A lot of people say, do you guys cook on that podcast? One day we'll have a cooking show.
I get that question a lot now, dog.
Is it?
When I say the kitchen podcast, they think we cook.
No, that's an idea. We should cook. We should.
Maybe we should.
That's an idea.
But now you're just cooking like content.
You know what I mean?
Spot on, my guy. Yeah, don't worry. So, this is the question. Can you cook and what's your favorite meal?
Oh, okay, yeah, I know. I do know how to cook, but like I'm not great at it. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I
Ngeke
do know.
sife.
Ngeke nife.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. But like, I'm
That's
not
what
the
dating
guy.
life covers,
I'm not
bro.
the guy. Not to cancel on lunch. Hey, cause hey, dog. I'm not gonna do Lendoni expect her. Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's self-awareness. It's a good
That's what
thing,
you
you know.
need, you need
Yeah.
Okay, favorite meal?
My favorite meal has to be ndiyawuthanda umphokoqo. There's a thing called umphokoqo. It's called nanoba bayibiza ngoba it's separated babo what
Papa.
I don't know. Lando
Uphuthu.
uphuthu. Yeah.
Oh,
Uphuthu. Yeah.
Ubisi.
No, with amas.
Amas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
Ubisi namasi.
No, it's different. Amas is like molded milk. Yeah, it's molded milk. So like, it's like
Sour
amas.
milk.
It's sour.
Cheese
Yeah.
boy.
Hey man.
Can I go miss?
I didn't ask for this life. That's right. Yeah. Okay, umphokoqo.
Where's the light skinned denying?
Okay. I'm done with the kid. So feel like No, cool man. Thank you very much for coming through, my guy.
Nah, appreciate
Yeah,
it.
this is home. Come back anytime you wanna come back, my guy. The manager has my digits. You know, let's push so what we can cook in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
He's the kitchen boy, you know, playboy.
Easy, you
I
know.
need you guys to do something as a beat maker as well.
Yeah,
Something.
we're
He did
gonna
the
talk.
intro. He did the intro to
The podcast.
To the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can just watch an episode,
Okay.
it's capable of.
Are we gonna talk?
Yeah,
Please
definitely should.
Yeah, exchange numbers, do the things that need to happen. Well, cool. The freestyle,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Still have
the one
space
we've been
there.
waiting for. Showcase.
Okay. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Pretty, we don't have a beat. Yeah, I can't beatbox. Check beatboxing, nothing. My guy.
Hey, you should
You
have
make
told me
beats.
to
Don't
bring
you have beats on your
something.
phone?
You should have told me to bring something.
Ish, yeah, man.
Hey,
Hey, surprise.
talk. Hey.
Next time.
Alright.
Okay.
But you can just snap now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Standing on business, my integrity ain't for sale. Friendships singing as niggas waiting for me to fail. Ocean with the drip as I'm preaching, I'm doing well. Dance sicker with the ink, I believe in keeping it clear. I'm ancient, older than what I look like. I'm half greatness, half man and demigod before I make it. To everybody showing love, don't let your fate live. Whenever times are getting hard, thinking about times I had a gun to my head, got me hyper vigilant on my way to get bread. This is God's will, inherited what y'all left. Like Walker, how you treating people's coming right back.
Yo, wanna fuck it up? You valid fun. Sabulele manene guys. You valid fun.
Away.
Shout out to my guy.
Sabulela, Brian.
Nice.
Juicy, yeah. I heard my niggas be proud of me. Look at I'm reppin' my city so wavy, ain't nobody stopping me. Yeah. I'm giving no one apologies. I'm up with the squad, can handle the sauce. I'm tryna make me some rands. Look at my leg when I dance. I want a Porsche, I want a Ferrari, I want me a ticket to France.
It's yours truly, Playboy, and today's episode is partly sponsored by Eco Preserve Herbal Supplements. Now we got supplements to improve your game from Vuga Vuga to Mundaiwa to the Ultimate Warrior to make sure that you're good. Website will be right here.